It is with honor that at this time we recognize Harry Davidson, one of the three founders and the first executive director of what was then the Greater Battle Creek Foundation. Harry, please join us and make some comments.
Well, it's obvious as I look out over this wonderful audience, and you've read your programs about the three incorporators, it's obvious the foundation's in better shape than the three incorporators. The first thing you had to do was select trustees. And I'll assure you they were handpicked. And Sadie and Elizabeth are still on the board. And many others at that time, and all of those since that time have been handpicked. People that are respected in the community, very successful in their own fields, and very much interested in the welfare of Battle Creek. And then the next step after that was you had to, money for operation. We had to have an office. We had to have the money to operate, brochures, and things of that kind. So we had a small fund. We were funded us for about 3 years. I think it was $15,000. But Tate Shaver came to our rescue. He gave us an office, furniture, equipment, and a secretary, Ruth Eitfluck, did an excellent job, all for $150 a month. Now that the statute of limitations has expired, I'll also tell you, you furnished all the copy paper on the copy machine all that time. Bob Couch, while he was president, Bob Couch and Chris Christ, and we were all on the hospital board when the hospital was merging with the Lila Hospital. It was obviously going to have about $5 million or more to use for later health benefits for the community that would no longer be a part of the hospital fund. So Dale Griffin went to the Kellogg Foundation, talked to Russ Mosey about how to go about setting up a private foundation to handle this money. And Russ had been a great friend of the Public Foundation over the years. Says, well, you already have that in hand. You don't need to form a foundation, just the Public Foundation. That's what they're organized for. So Dale came back to the hospital board, and of course we didn't know he'd approached the foundation, and said he suggested that we give it to the Battle Creek Foundation. Well, to be magnanimous, I knew we had to vote anyhow. I said, I guess I should abstain from voting. He said, well, if you because of conflict of interest, said, you want the money, don't you? I said, yes. Well, you better vote for it. So it was unanimous. It's a pleasure to be associated with people like Pete Christ and the dedicated trustees that you have at present, and you have had over the many years. And I'm sure that it's pretty obvious that this organization is a very important cog in the future of Battle Creek and its tremendous growth that we see ahead.